Hello, hello, everybody. Bring my mic forward real quick. Hold up. Hello, hello, hello. How are all of you on this fine day? Hello, Yiggy, Leon, Tristan, thank you for the 10 gifted members. Anybody we know? Let's see. Hello, Griffin Sheep. Welcome in, good to see you. I don't recognize anyone in there, but who knows? Maybe they'll pop in. Hello, Oathwine. Hello, hello. Toasty, you're working? Just don't. Easy. Easy solution. Yeah, the crowns, like Griffin Sheep was saying, it's like a weird XP thing. For during the stream, the more you chat, the more it shows the people who've chatted the most. It's weird. Oh yeah, that's right. We were doing this. Bad luck again. I'm so sorry. Very tragic, very tragic. Alright, for those of you who weren't here last week, we did a thing where you give me one word to describe how you're doing today. Ugh. So do that. Give me a word. Give me a word. Need to work or else no money. That's the sad reality of our world, isn't it? I wish I could just not work and money, you know? Like, that'd be pretty cool, I think. I think that would be very, very slay, in fact. Yeah, so the funny thing is I came all the way here without woodworking tools, so I might need to run back to grab them. This is our 1,000 day playthrough. Well, we're aiming to get there. Alright, let's drop these off with us. Ah, thank you, Tristan. Thank you. Okay. You need to restart a new 1,000 day run. Just don't know how you're gonna get through without getting bored. Yeah, you just gotta give yourself stuff to do eventually. Like once you've explored everything, you just gotta find. Like, this is what I'm doing. Like overall things to try and do. So I can start mapping as well. Why not? Mods also help, but if you, without getting mods that drastically change the game, it's kind of difficult. At least me personally, if I'm gonna get an achievement, I want to make sure I don't change the game too much up with mods. Okay. So, methinks that we run back to grab woodworking tools. And also probably repair our clothes, because they're pretty low. Anything else I need to drop? Hacksaw? Yes. Leaving this hacksaw. Okie dokie, what'd you miss? Nothing? No, not too much. Not too much. Guys, I'm not saying any words. Give me a word for how you're doing today. Give me at least one person. Give me a word. I like this. It's a fun part of the stream. Give me a word. Oh, don't want to take those with us. Drop those off. Hello, Talks. Welcome in. Good to see you. 30. Your word is 30. Doing 30 today. Tired? Okay. Welcome in, Nighthouds. Dying? No, don't do that. Don't be dying. Bored? Oh, in-game, gotcha. How positive, right? We're so positive here. 30th birthday was yesterday. Ooh, happy birthday. Oh, guys, it's a whitewashed cave. Ooh. Or you could call it the Gooner Cave. I want to elaborate on why. I don't understand how this happens texturally. It's interesting. Dying's bad for your health. That is very true. Generally, if you are dying, it's not considered to be good for you. I know that. That is a very true statement. Alright. Well, you know. I already mapped this parry out. That's hilarious. Okay, then. Did I? I'm right here. No, I wasn't there. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, I was here. Huh, okay. We're all slowly dying from birth. You see, that's true. Or is it? I get, you know, if you want to get really like technical about it, because you're kind of like if you look at it from the perspective of, oh, the moment you're born, you start getting closer to your death. Yes, that's true. But you get to like a height of health and metabolism, and then it drops out, and then your body starts like decaying. So you could make the argument that you actually start dying after you've reached your like peak health in like your like 20s, right? And then you drop off after that. That argument could be made. That's the Windows button. I did not mean to press that. Side of Leon Kennedy when I get him. Okay. Okay. You know, I would make some silly, like, jokey, judgmental statement, but I've never heard of anybody not be incredibly lustful for Leon Kennedy. It seems to be a pretty common thing throughout the Resident Evil fan base, so. And then you start that snap, crackle, and pop when you got to bed, yep. Not looking forward to those years, but we'll see. I just wish that I could live until I wanted to die, you know? Like, I don't want to be immortal. Immortality would be the worst superpower. Being around after the whole human race has died out and the world's exploded, like, that would be my worst nightmare. Toasty. The Leon Kennedy smut folder on Toasty's desktop is wild. I hacked in and I saw it. taxes, what? Why are we talking about taxes? Where'd that come from? Hello, Christoph, welcome in. Homework and taxes. Why did you try to steer this towards the most least fun conversation we could have? I started early today for 2 reasons. Reason 1? Not that. Reason 1, I got out of bed early. And, reason B, I have like a big homework assignment that I need to do today that I have not started on. So we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that. Oh, those are the folder names. Gotcha. I see. We're being discreet. You see, it worked on me. It was so discreet that I didn't notice it. Have I been to this blind yet? Holy wind chill. My lord. What's good, debater? How are you? Debater, give me one word to describe how you're doing today. Give me one word. This is Forsaken Airfield, BEFG. Oh, my Sneepers, is it Sage? Welcome in, it's good to see you. How are you today? Give me one word for how you're doing today. How are we doing, ladies and jelly beans? You know, I've been having a pretty horrible week, but I'm happy to be here today.
Freezing.
I thought it was floating, and then I realized it's just in the pole. Okay, that warms me up a little. It's heckin' windy. Yep. Don't search con/con on Windows, it will crash. Noted. Yeah, airfield is so windy, bro. It's crazy. So freaking windy. Busy? Fair. On Windows 95, that is. Ah, I see.
I could eat a horse.
And that's saying a lot, because I love horses. It's crazy how low frame that spreads out. Jubilant, that's good, that's good. What's my word? What's my word today? You know, I'm gonna say anxious. I think that's the dominating word today. Unfortunately. But, like I said, I'm happy to be here, and this is a good distraction for me. Found canned ham in the DLC bunker, you can do anything with that. You just eat it. It's just food. You don't do anything else with it. Oh, the DLC is so worth it. Like, genuinely, I have never met a single person who did not like the DLC. And like, I think the regions they added have some of the most amazing, like, themes, detail. Like, it's so great. The DLC is amazing. Every aspect of it is great. I think this is the way to go. For words, I've ironically been chronically worrying myself, so very good. Glad to see you all. That's good. Glad we could help distract you a little bit. 20 the Ken hand I switched 4 decades ago. I want to make a bushcraft bow. Never made one. Yeah, there were some aspects of it that were a little bit flawed. And there is still quite a few bugs, but all in all, everyone that I've ever talked to about it has loved it in the end. Let's check my email to see if I got any of the internships I applied for. The answer is probably going to be no. Because job market is poo-poo caca at the moment. Pardon my French, but 'tis but the truth.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, a ChatGPT email. Why do you have my email? Why am I getting an email from ChatGPT? Gotta be honest, I'm not really interested in anything you have to say to me. My goodness. So the dev console, you can confirm the Rudiger's project started. The upstairs hangar note has a very specific name to it. Oh, really? Hello, Salmon. Welcome in. Good to see you. You telling me George W. Bush crafted this bow? Yes. Part of my French? Yeah, that's what I gotta say. Mango, bro. Welcome in. Hello. Food. Good point. Thank you. No, what do you mean episode 5 is gonna be on time? They've already finished it. Spying, yeah. Hey stars, can I please have your data? Please, please, please. And some money so don't go bang. Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, Nihouds, unfortunately I've had this particular email for a long time. And the best way to learn about what's smart to give information to on the internet is through trial and error. So this particular email, everybody has that email. It's kind of hard to keep that email under control because of how many places in the past I've probably given my email to that's given it to other people. How do you fight growing bored along dark stars? Any updates on sharpshooting? No pressure. I don't know if I have any updates on sharpshooting. Fight growing bored of the long dark. Honestly, one thing I'll say is don't play only the long dark. There's other games. I personally, the only reason I can still play this game as much as I do is because I don't only play this game. Other options. Get some mods, like maybe some light mods that don't change things up too much, but give you some new things to mess with. Try some new things. Make a safe house where you've never made a safe house before. Something like that. This is a cliff. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Oh my gosh. Burp did. One thing that is sad is I spent a while... Is this where I came from? No, there's no footsteps. The thing that is sad is I was working on my next video being a recap of episodes 1 through 4. And then Hinterland released that video for me. So I'm kind of gonna scrap that video and just keep going for the one I was gonna go after that instead. But that's okay, that's okay. How does aiming stones work? That's a good question, actually. Let's see if I can find a stone. Gotta be something around here, come on. This is prime stone area. play this game long enough and you can recognize where they tend to kind of like to put stones, and this feels like one of those spots. Come on, give me a stone. Give me... There's really no stones around. That's crazy. Definitely seems like the kind of area they would put one. Let's see. Honestly, I always thought... Maybe I just got lucky, but understanding the throwing stones, that was, like, really easy for me. I kind of got it down, like, on a couple tries. But not everyone can be as cool as me, so, you know, I guess that makes sense that you guys struggle with it. I am just pretty cool and great, so... Kill me. Let's see. I think your take on a recap would be wonderful as well. When they make it, we'll see. I don't know, because it's also just because I need to like think about it a little bit from practicality's sake. As in, like, you know, if I made that video, would it get watched? Oh, here's some stones. I gotta find someone to throw it at. And, you know, because The Long Dark, Hinterland already released their own recap, it also would just be more convenient than me having to go through all of the... Because, I will say, the wiki has remarkably little documentation on the actual details of each episode. So, I've had to, like, kind of go through each of them on my own. Honestly, what I might do instead is a total story overview after I've played Chapter 5. Because that would be different enough. Alright, someone's running for second airfield. I'm not sure. Dude, I was writing the script for the recap video, and I looked up how long ago it was, and in the script I literally have written out, like, 40 years ago. Here, when you meet summary for an upcoming video, but I'm gonna scrap that part of it. Make that part of the video shorter to make. Yeah. Story overview sounds great. Yeah, I might do that. Another thing is, it might be a blessing in disguise, honestly, because my biggest thing, and the reason it's not been in videos recently, is because I was writing out, the Zone of Contamination guide is going to be a 2-part guide, because the Langston Mine itself is going to be its own video. I already have part 1 written out, but I wanted to make sure I got that recap out before episode 5 came out, so I was putting it on hold and was going to record, like, all the scripts together. But since I'm gonna have to pivot, I can actually record audio sooner, so that's good. Any rabbits for me to demonstrate stone aiming on? Here, before we find any actual rabbits, let me give some overview here. Okay, so when you're aiming a stone, you throw your hand out like this, right? Generally, you want to put the rabbit, or your target, in between your thumb and your pointer finger. That's the aiming tactic here. So, let's say I'm aiming for the left side of this telephone pole. I'd want to put right there. Like, kind of like you're going to pinch it. So, and then obviously you want to change that a little bit around for accounting for gravity. Like if they're farther away, you'll want to aim a bit upward. But yeah. Also, to the headline day watching this video, don't copy the idea and out loud. Yeah, it was my idea first. I said it. I said it first. Finders Keepers, Luther Reapers. Crazy to think episode 4 was 4 years ago. Yeah, jeez. Whole different person back then. Everyone grows up with the release of the episodes. Yeah, right, me too. Any rabbits around here with head needing caved in? Hey, I'm not gonna cave in their heads. I'm gonna snap their necks. Okay, get it right. I will be brutally murdering the rabbits, but I would like you to correctly identify the cause of death. Thank you. Oh, also, Sage asked about Mars. Mars is sleeping. Sleepy, sleepy. Oh, he's being very cutesome, too. Actually, hold up. Perhaps. Discord picture. Sleeping, sleeping, sleepy, sleepy kitty. I'll put this picture in the Discord. I forget, Sage, you're not on Discord though, are you? So sorry. Kitty picture in Discord. Quickly identify the cause of death, yeah. Those who had a reasonable hour for you? Impossible, I know. What can I say? They were high out of their mind, they were stoned to death. Yeah, exactly. Use a grenade to kill the rabbits because they added grenades. Yeah, that's what I should start calling the noisemakers. Just call them grenades. Kitty's sleeping too, snark up a storm. Discord doesn't really work, but I have to join y'all sometime. Hopefully. Hopefully you can. Ah, just lovely walking today. We just walking. We trudging. We strolling. The sun is still up for you. That's crazy, actually. Wait. Trying to think. Oh my gosh, wait. Why can't I think about how... I gotta look up a map of the world now. I'm trying to think about how north Germany is. Because if I remember correctly, you live in Germany. Yeah, you're more a little bit more north than I am. So yeah, your day should be shorter than mine. Oh, interesting. The Long Dark would need about 4,900 discs. Yeah, I don't know exactly the size of the disc, but yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah, right. Yeah, Doc Boy, exactly. Today's subject is rapid genocide. Yikes. Oh, so it's 7 PM for you? Damn. Alright, there'll be a rabbit up here. There should be. There usually is. What on earth? The one time I actually need this rabbit to be here. Toasty, oh my god. Oh my god. You know, you know, words of wisdom. Wisest words I've ever done here. Could be doing this, actually. Why? It did not used to be that, like, frame droppy. Oh, there's some rabbits. Okay, so... I can get away from the tree here. Watch me, I'm just gonna biff this now that I'm actually trying to show somebody it. But, okay, that's a bad surface to be aiming for it on. Where's the other one? Hello! There we are, that's a much better way. And he ran away. That's okay, that's okay. He'll chill out. And then we can kill it. So, rabbit. You want to aim right in the middle of your fingers, and boom. I aimed a little bit low on that one, but then you get it. Actually, I didn't need to kill that thing, did I? Oops-a-daisy.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
I might be actually completely misremembering and misleading you. I think you aim closer to the bottom to your thumb. I think you may be supposed to aim a little bit closer to your thumb. And then when you're farther away, you do middle. Because that seemed very low. Hold on. Where's the rabbit? I just killed your friend. You don't want to be alive anyway. It's fine.
Man, if I don't rest soon, I'm gonna.
Shut up, bastard. I'm trying to hear the pitter-patter of my prey. I can smell you. You cannot hide. I can smell your fear. Where are you, my succulent little rabbit friend? I want to rip the meat from your bones. Do not be afraid. Embrace the inevitable. Or be a fucking ninja. What the fuck? Where'd it go? What? It is gone. Griffin, my lord. Oh my god. You can run, but you cannot hide. I'm getting closer. Guys, antics from this week. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. My friend and I were studying for an exam, and they informed me that their friend had given them banana bread with a unusual ingredient, I'll say. I asked how much unusual ingredient was in it, and she was like, I have no idea. So we went over and we had some of the unusual bread. And we each had a slice. And by the way, I was expecting like I have 32 gigs of RAM. But I was expecting like a small little loaf of this bread. I went over and she plopped down like a football-sized loaf of bread. It was crazy big. So yeah, we had the bread. And it knocked me out, dude. I was not expecting that from the bread. But the reason I'm telling this story is because my voice got so low, like at the height of it. It was weird. No, I know it is, Jay, but like I don't know why this is what I would have been expecting, because I know that that's a normal bread loaf size. But like for Christmas, my mom would always make banana bread and cranberry bread and poppy seed bread, and she'd make them in these like little tins, these like little, like I don't know, maybe like 3-inch by 8-inch tins. Like they're just like little breads for like to give to people. I don't know why, but whenever someone says they've made a fancy bread, my brain immediately defaults to that little size. Guys, it was weed. There was weed in the bread. It was not laxative bread. It was weed bread. It was weed banana bread. Alrighty. Well, I need water, so I guess we're gonna go a little bit farther. The bread was excited. Yeah. It was weed bread. Yep, quote it. You heard it here first, folks. Quote that shit. I just don't want to get slapped by YouTube for talking about weed bread when I am... I mean, I don't know why they would. I'm definitely old enough to be having weed bread. That's, I guess I'll say it that way. It's definitely allowed for me.
I'd lie down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
I will say the one voice line I think that Mackenzie does better is that one. Because he says again weird. He says again all Canadian like. He says again. So he's like, I lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again. And I don't know why. I always find that fun. Oh, water, probably. Oh, I don't have any cooking pots. That sucks. Sucks mega butt cheeks. Fat load of suckening.
I would drink just about anything right now.
Suspicious banana bread as a recipe, yes. I'm not dead. Oh my lordy lord. That's cool though. I don't think I've ever been here during an Aurora. This is awesome. It's pretty cool, pretty slay. Oh, whoa. Massive head pain. Where did that come from? Oh, hated that. Ah. Let's hope that doesn't persist, but it might. Suck a butt cheek. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did I say that? I don't think I did. Where did that come from? This is our 1,000 day save, Jay. I think my favorite insult, not insult, my favorite like name to call someone is dip ass. Because instead of dip shit, you say dip ass, and then you go and say, and go to someone and be like, you're such a dip ass. And they'll be like, huh, what? I did say it. When did I say suck a butt cheek? I have no recollection. I'm gonna rewind my own stream now, because I actually have zero recollection of saying suck a butt cheek. Oh, also something super duper funny. Of course, like 2 weeks after I make a video talking about the game modes in Project Zomboid, they announce that they are changing up the game modes. Quite literally, a week or two after. Right? Yeah, they had to wipe my memory. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm watching back the stream and I'm trying to figure out when I said that. I'm observing. Hold on. Sounds like something I'd say. It does sound like something I would say. I do gotta agree with you there. I'm assuming it's when I figured out I didn't have a thing to make water? Okay. Oh, I said sucks mega butt cheeks. That's right. Oh, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Am I wrong? It sucks mega butt cheeks. I saw you gotta go, Yigi. It's good to have you. Have a good rest of your day. Fat load of suckage. Am I wrong? That's all I gotta say. Am I wrong? Oh, I already remember, Doc Boy. It's too late. The timer's ticking down. I'm a bomb at this point. You know what? I'm gonna sleep through the night here instead. I don't need water. It's Stalker. I'll be fine. Stars content when episode 5 drops will be juicy and succulent. Oh. I hope so. I hope so. Don't put your expectations on me too high, guys. Come on. I'm just a guy. I'm just a girl. What? It's not about having a backup. I need to make it to 1,000 days without cheating death. Was it cold when I slept? I thought I was warm in the tunnel. Well, I saw that I got hypothermia. That's why I died. Cause in Stalker, with just thirst, I can sleep through the night just fine. I had like 80% condition that won't kill you on Stalker. But I did not think it was that cold. Once again, I'm gonna go watch my own stream back. I'm in like I'm in like shock right now. Tristan, thank you so much for the $20. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, oh my gosh. What the hell? Hold on. No, okay, yeah, so it felt like -2 degrees, yes. But I had plus 3.8, so it should have still been positive. So unless a blizzard started, I should have been fine. I was almost at 600 days. I like I like how I died as I was saying I'm just a girl. That's hilarious. Oh no. Oh no. Well, okay, I know it does, Jay, but typically in indoor zones, it doesn't. But I guess the tunnel is different. Ugh. Well, no, I'm not gonna back it up. I died. Toxination was $20. F. Oh no. Well, the tunnel's weird because, like, caves, for example, caves count as indoor zones. The temperatures don't fluctuate in the caves. At least not a lot. The caves typically stay the same temperature. And I don't know, I guess I've always registered the tunnel as a cave. I don't know. Hey, Kristoff, if that was the ending of episode 5, I would be very disappointed. Well, 593. Oh, guys, I do not want to have to make it all the way back to here. Why does it say I have 0 days survived on Interloper? Is it because I've never died in Interloper? I've definitely died in Interloper. Weird. Uh... That's what they want you to think, Toasty. That's what they want you to think. You know, when you have a dream that's like a sequel to a dream you've had already, but but it's like weirder and not quite the same, that's what Black Frost is. Oh, actually, I actually would like to save this one. We're saving this journal. Okay. The moment of the cougar screaming. Well, hey, speaking of sucking major butt cheeks, any of these sound fun right now? Not really, if I'm being honest here. I've already done them all. Actually, have I done this one? Hold on. No, I have. I wish I could go back and do these. I really, the completionist in me hates how they keep the legacy ones here if it's not an option for you to go get them. Need the rabbit and the... Again, ugh, please. I don't like having the... You'll never be able to get this. Like... it's fine, the best. I was just being stupid. Ugh. That's so upsetting. 600 days. Guys, I can't make it to 6... Ugh. I mean, I gotta make it to 600 again, but, like, that's so... Oh, it took so much effort just to get there. It's fine. We got bumps in the story, it makes it more interesting. Well... Let's just start a new Interloper run, I guess. Okay. What am I gonna do here? Go cold fusion. You know, settled mind. Just you can't get me to not love settled mind, I'm gonna be honest here. We're gonna do regular Loper. Regular Loper. I did die, Leon. I did die. Unfortunately. What have I done? That's the name of this save. Oh no. Do Pilgrim? Yeah, I'm, you know, I'm good. Forlorn Muskeg. Classic starting point for Interloper. You are right, Jay, you are right. Fair enough, Toasty. Fair enough. I definitely do not blame you for that. It's fine. You know, new saves are exciting, they're thrilling, and we'll try not to think about the fact that I now have to redo all 600 days to get back to where I was before. It's fine. It's fine. We won't think about that part. We'll just think about how it's fun to be in a brand new save, and we won't cry. We won't cry. We're not gonna cry. Let's be right after that's a good start. Yes, cattails are a banquet of gloriousness for Interloper. Should Black Frost have cabin fever? No. At least not the way it is now. They need to majorly rework cabin fever if they want it to be in Black Frost, because it is terrible. Yes, Jay, at least, yes. You know, that's the silver lining, is I don't have to be in pain alone. I have you guys. A archery book. Love it. My favorite thing about the Forlorn Muskeg guide, when we inevitably do that, is that the most I'm gonna have to, because Forlorn Muskeg's pretty damn barren. The most that it's gonna be in that guide is probably gonna be guides on how to get through the ice without falling through, like shortcuts and stuff. Good news, Black Frost was delayed. Was it? Wait, like officially? Too late. Hold on. I knew it was like not gonna come out this year already, but hold on. Did Black Frost post something recently that I missed? I'm gonna be so for real. I have Blue Sky just for Black Frost. And Hinterland. Nothing new. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was delayed, so. Now we know to not trust that tunnel or sleep with no water to remember. Hey, again. I was 100% confident, and I was 100% right, that I would have been fine to sleep with no water. The water was not the problem. You see, I could, Griffin, but like, something that I try to keep in the nature of my guides is leaving some stuff to discovery. Some regions that's hard to do, especially regions that are more barren, it's kind of hard to do that because then there's nothing to talk about. Like with Hush River Valley and Timberwolf Mountain, I kind of just had to be like, here's where all of the little spots are. Because otherwise there's nothing to talk about because there's not really many key locations. But, for Forlorn Muskeg, I feel like if I pointed out all the good cattail spots, it'd kind of take out one of the bigger exploration aspects. The what? Okay, okay. Listen, listen. I will admit I was being dumb, overconfident, and I made a dumb decision, okay? But I think we should all be able to agree that the water was not what killed me. Yeah, the bears can put themselves in some pretty hard to avoid spots here. That's true. Elon Musk egg. That's crazy. Yeah, we gotta pray that we find matches here. This is a match spot. I can never remember. I will say, I know that it's the way to min-max your survivability. I don't like memorizing match spawns. I've come to learn a lot of them just from playing, but memorizing them I feel like takes the fun out of it. I don't know if this match spawn is guaranteed, but I know there is one here. Hunters, fair enough.
Jesus, this is cold.
It was not the... Guys, I will die on this hill. Of all the hills I will die on this hill. It was not the water. I literally saw the hypothermia pop up. I had hypothermia. That killed me. Now, you could argue that maybe I would have been barely alive to wake up if I wasn't thirsty. That's an argument I can agree with. Like, there's a chance that maybe I would not have fully died. The new button idea? What button idea? I might have lost it in the chat. Can you resubmit it? Or just say it again? Thank you, Tox. Thank you. Someone that has sense, I see. Ugh.
I think I can use this.
Autopilot doesn't ward against bears walking past you and seeing mauling it. Yeah. Don't see no matches.
Do I get back home? Warm up.
Yeah, you'll be fine, Astrid. Lord Almighty. It's day 1 of Interloper. You're gonna be sub 50% condition for a minute. It's gonna be fine. It's how the cookie do be crumbling today, okay? You can calm down. I mean, I'm gonna disagree that the general way I play the game is wrong. Simply because it is a basic tactic in the Long Dark to live in deficit when you can expect to recover from it. That's what hibernating is fundamentally in this game, is you let yourself starve and thirst for a little bit because you're gonna sleep and recover it immediately in a second. But in that situation, I failed to account or really realize that the tunnel does not count as an indoor zone. Is it Pi? Oh, it is Pi Day. Happy Pi Day. If I was in a save that had the stuff for it, I would make a pie. A wolf there. I want to try to get to the cave. Warm up for a little bit, ideally. But that being said, there is no guarantee that I will actually have enough clothing to keep me warm in there. You see, Tristan the Tristan, funny thing is that compilation, I think, would only have, like, 5 deaths in it. Maybe. Maybe, Kristoff? That's something you want to do, that'd be fun. I mean, I don't personally see a need for it, because you can just save the journal, but... It'd be kind of cool to have, like, a printed out copy of all your runs. Well, that's not fun. Got cheese crown, which is like a single serving cheesecake with a pastry crust. Sounds really good. I would fuck up a cheesecake right now, guys. I'm gonna be so for real. Cheesecake sounds real nice right now. How warm is it in here? I doubt. Oh, it is warm enough. Barely. Okay. Anything we can accomplish in here? I don't think so, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to check. Maybe I could read an hour of this. Well, Rich King, we did just die on our 600-day save, so that's not good. My bad, I was being a little reckless, I suppose. Miscalculation. Okay, now I'm getting colder. No, yeah, Toasty, right? Like, it's actually, like, snowing where I am now. We have not had more than 48 hours of snow on the ground all winter. And now, on March 14th, we've had a snowstorm for 2 days. And it's real slushy. It is... Once this storm is over, I guarantee you that snow is going to be gone in less than 12 hours. It is real slushy snow. Yeah, Rich, I'm trying not to think about it. It's not good. It's not good. Rumbly tummy. Okay. Well, is it warm in this cave? Five-second Boogaloo, yeah. See, the funny thing is, though, is that, like, my entire winter was a false winter. Like, I didn't feel like I even... Like, we had fall, false winter, and then spring. And now we have real winter for 2 seconds. I'm sure it does, Kristoff. I don't know, though. I am not warm enough in here. Hello? Leave the cave, please. There we go. Okay, well, we just gotta keep moving. We're gonna have to run the trappers. That's the nearest shelter with a bed. So onward and outward. Do you have a serial killer port? Oh yeah, for sure. His name is Mars. I've seen the look in that guy's eyes. He's a killer at heart. Actually, if I get lucky, maybe there'll be a snow shelter that's warm enough over here. I'm leaving those cattails on purpose. I have enough right now. Gotta ration them out. Don't take them all too soon. Oh, that's so tragic. Please don't do this to me. I was crossing my arms. Okay, you... Hello there. I'm gonna name you bitch ass because I don't like you. Bars. Straight bars. You know, actually, gay bars. Yeah, that's right. That's how good they were. I won't, Toasty, I won't. Is that another wolf? Oh my gosh. I guess I can't check for the snow shelter, because a whole pack of wolves. You see, Tox, I don't, Tox, where do you, whoa. Hey, Tox, where do you, like, what country do you live in? I'm trying not to sound like I'm just asking for your address. Because where I live, we normally have snow on the ground for at least a month or two in the winter. And like I said, we have had, up until this snowstorm that's happening right now, we have had maybe 48 hours of snow. Maybe. Like, it has been ridiculous. Like, we've been in, like, the 40s and 50s basically all winter. Celsius. Not Celsius. Fahrenheit. It's been 50 degrees Celsius all winter. Guys, this is gonna be Southern Ohio. I forget, is that in the area that's having the crazy snowstorm right now? Like, crazy snow winter? Can I run past you? I can. Loser. Loser. Loser, loser, loser. You have to go. Oh, Toasty. That's okay. Have a great day, dude. Good to see ya. Get some good work done. But yeah, this was a very disappointing winter this year. Especially because I don't have a car, so I love snow. Unless I have to drive. Because if you have to drive and there's snow, then it's a pain in the ass. But if you don't have to drive, then snow is just pretty. Tox, do you guys usually get, like, more snow than that, or is that more than normal? I don't know anything about Ohio's winter expectations. Yeah, Hunter, that's because I know that, like, Michigan and Wisconsin, that area, aren't they the ones that are, like, in the crazy winter that's happening this year? Oh, Mockingjay, you are late, you know, how dare you? Definitely don't go back and watch, you know, you lost the privilege to go back and watch me lose my 600-day run. You lost, you don't get to go watch that. And we don't talk about it. Is that normal? Okay, that's good. I did not die to thirst. You people. I know that I'm being rage baited, and it's working. I did not die. The autism in me cannot let that keep being said. I did not die to thirst. I got hypothermia in my sleep. Okay, that's what killed me. I did not die to thirst. Rich. I know, it's a shocker. I don't know, Christoph. I don't make computers. Okay, here we are. Getting PTSD, guys. I don't have any water, so I have to sleep without it. Because I can't see enough to loot. Hello, Mockingjay. Hey, hey. You saying hey? I'm saying hey. Hello.
Water.
I know I should drink water. I don't have any water. Oh, you guys. You guys. You guys. Ooh, you're doing something to me today, guys. Getting a little bit angry. Okay, I do know for sure that I'm inside now, so I know for sure that I won't die here. I know you will, Jay. I know. Ay, ay, ay. I will never be able to live that mistake down. A sewing kit. That's huge. Would love some water. It's just any... Well, hello there. Looking real nice today. A nice bulbous head and the long shaft. I'm gonna stop talking. So sorry. Oh no. Why do any of you watch me? Like, there's gotta be better things you can do with your time. I refuse to believe that this is the best choice. Can opener, Jesus, hallelujah. Oh, it's 30. I wasn't bragging. I was saying that the water wouldn't kill me. And it wouldn't have. I got hypothermia. Ah, fuck me. 39. 29, 39. I love when it swaps so perfectly like that. Ooh. I got a nice voice to listen to. Whoa! Trapper's Cabin. Holy moly. Holy moly. Thank you, thank you. Hey, yo, shut up. I got a nice voice to listen to. Thank you. It's a choice you made, indeed. Better? Yes. More boring? Also, yes. Fair enough. I drowned into the bottle. Hey, Mitch in the long dark. Hey, Mitch in Hunger Games be like. Okay, well, I'm gonna rip this up. And oh, itchy. Sorry. I forgot there's no curtains in here. Well, that's sadness. We need. Oh wait. Oh wait, double wait. Actually, I forgot. Okay, well, no, Colin, we have a soda. Soda. A soda. 2 sardines. And watermelon, we have dog food. Cool. You know, I don't know why you guys watch me, but I'm ever so appreciative that you do. Guys, I wish I wasn't depressed, and I wish I had more time because there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Here, I'll give you guys a sneaky peeky at my aspirations for the future at the moment. I'm hoping to get a summer internship because A, I should try and make something with my degree. And B, I could use the stable income that would provide. That being said, after I graduate, I do want to take a gap year, and I want to go all in on YouTube on that gap year to see if I can make YouTube like a career. The odds of that happening are pretty low, but I would kick myself forever if I didn't really give it a shot. So, yes, but I want to keep working on my game. Making a game is a long, arduous process. I've just had no motivation for it lately. Yeah, hopefully, Tox. Going a bit of a roundabout route to get there, but... Not me trying to harvest those. I can't do that because they require a hacksaw or a hatchet. I'm assuming a bottle of Caribou is an alcohol of some sort. I'm just a wee baby, so... Well, hello, sailor. Oh, Astrid, hush, hush, baby girl, hush. We've got quite the spectacular specimen in our midst here. I'm on something today, guys. There's something wrong with me. Well, quite the lucky interloper start, guys, if I'm being honest here. I don't even know if Firestarter could spawn there. Skylar. You know? Yeah, that's a very good point. What are you talking about? There is absolutely nothing that would ever, about the Long Dark that would ever imply that games take a long time to make. It's such a speedy process with this game. I will say, The Long Dark, while being an epitome of the example that games take a long time to make, it's also, I believe, the epitome of taking the time to complete the product is better than rushing it. In my opinion, I think that's the takeaway. Is that it's always better to give the game the time it needs to flourish than to try to rush it. I don't see any wolves up here, that's rare. I could be jinxing it though, but yep, there's a wolf. Guys, I need to learn to keep my mouth shut. I said I wouldn't die, I died. I said there would be a wolf, there's a wolf. What's next? Guys, my legs are getting so I shave my legs. My legs are getting to the point where it's like it's a cactus leg. It's real prickly because the hair's grown back, but it's still short. I got prickle legs right now, cactus legs. I was sad though, guys. Full disclosure, guys, I was gonna have to postpone the stream till tomorrow because my friends and I were gonna go to a hot springs that's near here, and I was really hoping we could go because since it's snowing, like hot springs with snow around, that sounds like the most like angelic experience ever. But unfortunately, there was so much snow up where the hot springs were that the roads would not have been good to drive. That's a moose. Here is a Canadian alcoholic beverage made of wine, rye, whiskey, flavored with maple syrup or sugar, Either hot or cold. That sounds like the most Canadian thing ever. Syrup. Syrup inside of alcohol. Maybe that's a common thing. I don't know, but that's hilarious. Some ketchup in it. Ketchup, like put some ketchup chips in it next. Mr. Moose, I leave you alone, you leave me alone. Yes, good deal, good deal. Good deal. Alrighty. Mockingjay, are you still here? You better be. Mockingjay. Showeth thine presence, thine face. Show it to me. I had a hard cider for the first time last night. That's just whoa. Big burpees. It was just a sip of one, but out of all of the alcoholic beverages that I've tried, that one was better than most. Better than most. Still here, just making food. Good, good, good. Mockingjay, give me your word. Ruined your pinky. Don't do that. Bad Mockingjay. Yeah, give me your word. How are you doing today? Give me your word for the day. Snow and maple syrup. Oh, that sounds... I can't tell if that sounds good or not. 'Cause... I mean, a snow cone is just syrup and snow, and well, shaped ice. But also... the syrups you put in that are way different than maple syrup. Excited? Ooh, that's fun. What are you excited about? If you don't mind sharing. If it is personal, then you don't need to, of course. Oh, skillet and... is this Interloper? Are we sure that... skillet and a pot in the same building, a fire starter. This is... or a striker, rather. This is a crazy good luck. And a sewing kit already as well. And a mag lens. My lord. The game feels... the game is trying to get me re-addicted after losing that run. Monday bookstore shopping trip with your mom. Ooh, fun. I've started reading. I'll say I still do not read as much as I should, but I have been doing more reading in the last like year or so than I have ever before that. Really, well, since I've been a kid and was reading a lot as a kid. But and they're making sushi. Oh, that sounds like a great day. My lord. Yeah, my winter break is, not winter break. My spring break so far is looking like it's gonna be me sitting alone in my apartment, hoping that my one friend will ask me to go out and hang out with them. That's my prayer. But yeah, it depends on their schedule. That's life. It's okay. That sounds great though. What was I saying? I was saying something. I was talking about something. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, reading. Yes, I've been reading. I read Mistborn, and I'm on the second book in Mistborn now. Again, I'm not reading as fast as I would like to, but I'm loving those books, guys. Those are... Brandon Sanderson knows what he's doing. You don't get a spring break anymore? What? Favorite book series? That's a difficult one, especially because it's been so long since I've read most of them. Honestly... okay, I will say. Mockingjay, you're forgetting 17 more days until episode 5 of Wintermute. Excuse me. Big fan. I will say, I'm not gonna say Mistborn because I haven't finished Mistborn, but it's probably going to be Mistborn after I finish reading it. But my favorite book series that I read as a kid was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And it, honestly, full disclosure, not really close. I think those books are fantastic.
Come on, little fire.
Lord of the Rings, fair. That's fair. What do I think's on the floppy disk files? Probably just a lot of documents, honestly. They're mostly in, like, office buildings. When did I get 11 coal? My
My tongue feels like sandpaper.
That's nice. I don't care. What am I doing? Wada. I will say though, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, the movie was disgraceful. That movie was so horrible. Oh, god damn it. I was so incredibly disappointed by that movie. Let's just say it's no wonder that it did not get a sequel.
Come on, little fire.
Yes, I do use the candle mod. Very cute mod. You could argue that it helps the game too much, but I've played this game for 2,000 hours, and I love the aesthetics of the candles. And I think there is a very valid argument to be made that candles should exist in the game already, because we have all the equipment to make them already. Let's cook our potatoes before we leave.
I need to find food.
Okay. Oh, also before we leave, that's right. Hand wraps. Oh, actually, speaking of candle mod, I changed a thing for other purpose that I would like to turn off now. Right, turn off, unlimited. Let's go for a more reasonable candle length. I feel like, how long could a candle reasonably burn? I think 12 hours maybe? I don't know. Okay. The rest of this should be fine. Okay. Do you ever go back to a book series read as a kid? Because it was so bad. I can't say that I... Actually, we're gonna stay here for a night because it is... We're too long conditioned for me to want to head... Actually, that's not true. I can make it towards the dam. The thing is, Mockingjay, is I just don't read enough now. I did reread Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children in high school because I will say, I love some of my English, I loved all my English teachers in high school. They were all so amazing, and one of them gave us reading time at the beginning of every class, which I loved because it helped me actually read. Like, my problem with reading is in my free time, it's very hard to get me to choose, it's hard to get myself to choose reading over other more dopamine flooding options, because ADHD. But those books, like, I read them, and as I was reading them, I was like, okay, yeah, this is clearly written for younger audiences, but I still thought the books were amazing. Like, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, still thought it was an amazing book series, even in high school. One that I still think would be good, but now that I know a lot of the issues with it, Harry Potter, I'm sure would hold up a little bit less good in modern day, just because of all the plot holes that are in that story. But it's still a good series. One that I do want to read again, because I have no idea if this would actually be good or not. Because I remember loving it as a kid, was the Monument 14 books. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of those. It was like... I don't know, it was like a weird, like, nuclear winter type of series where, I did not, I did not say Siri, I said series. Hello Thomas, welcome in. Oh yeah, we're not, I'm talking about the work and not the writer in this situation. We're not gonna talk about J.K. Rowling. Oh god damn it, I feel a tonsil stone. Ugh. But yeah, the Monument 14 books was like I think the whole thing was you're a group of kids on their way to, I think, like early years of high school. A day of school, and then hello Mars, you're gonna go to your bed. Oh yeah, get all cozy, buddy. And then like yeah, some like nuclear power plant or something like exploded or something, and it released a bunch of chemical compounds into the air, and those compounds were like experimental or something. It was some sort of chemical weapon exploded, and I'm not in Top Chat. But yeah, some sort of chemical weapon exploded, and then the chemical compounds were in the air, and they did different things to you depending on your blood type. Like one blood type, it would cause them to go like absolutely feral and like try and eat other people. Another blood type would cause them to like start bleeding from all like their eyes and their nose and stuff. And I remember thinking that series was so good. But I honestly feel like if I went back today, I'd probably be like, man, this is written not great. But, you know, I don't know. I kind of want to go back and... I own the first two books still. I have them with me. So, maybe I could reread those eventually. More archery book. Love to see it. Hi, Mars. Oh, you're so pretty. Pretty kitty. It's true, Thomas, it's true. Yeah, me too, Tox. I don't understand. Okay, I understand what Top Chat is. I don't understand the point of it. I don't get it. It's a live stream chat. I want to see the chats. I want to see all the chats. Like, you could not give any reason to me why that should be the default option.
I could eat a horse.
Never heard of that one, Jay. I think I'm gonna be boring and base in Quonset. Apologies, but that's just how the cookie do be crumbling for me, I think. The most boring, long, dark streamer right here, guys. I know, I know. Start throwing your tomatoes at me. I deserve it.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
I will say, guys, if you are looking for a good book series, Mistborn is so good. I'm loving it so much. So my favorite kind of fantasy is fantasy that's written like sci-fi. In the sense that it's fantasy with rules. And the rules make sense, and they're held to.
My fingers.
And in doing so, it makes the fantasy feel a lot realer, you know? Like, a fantasy world should have Oh, hello. Where are you? There you are. A fantasy world should have, like, a science to its function, or else you end up with, like, Harry Potter, where they just make shit up all the time, and it creates a lot of plot holes. And like, for example, you know what, actually, let me grab my book real quick. It's right in front of me. Let me grab it to give a good example. So Mistborn, the whole thing, and it's also just really cool to see this world, because in Mistborn, like plants are brown and the sky is gray. And they and these aren't spoilers, this is like stuff that's established pretty quickly, but it's established that apparently the world used to have, like the characters are like, it's weird to think about that apparently, like some people say that the world used to have green trees and a blue sky. So it's clearly implying that something big happened, like something catastrophic happened. But in this book, the magic system, in this book series, the magic system is called, Thomas, we're on a brand new interloper run because I died in my long-term stalker run. But anyways, the magic system in this book is called as allomancy, and the whole logic is allomancers can ingest metals, and they can burn those metals to give themselves powers. So they have to have a store of those metals in order to use their powers. It creates good need to like have a store and a supply of your thing. Yeah, I know, Thomas, it's unfortunate. Hold on, let me go grab... this is the wrong book. Let me go grab the right book. I'll be right back. Oh, hello, Mars. Did you get up from your bed? Hello, sup, guys. Okay, sorry. So, allomancy. A good example of what I'm talking about is the magic system with rules. So, for example, there's allomancers. Allomancers each one can burn a different type of metal, and each type of metal gives you a certain ability. There's also people that are called Mistborns. They can burn all of the metals. But for each metal, an example would be iron. If you burn iron, you can pull on metals. If you burn steel, you can push on metals. So a common thing in Mistborn is you use coins. You can shoot a coin at somebody or pull that coin back towards you because it's made of metal. But it's also given real world logic to it as well. So for example, you can't push with more than your own body weight. So if you try to push a coin into a wall, you would get pushed backwards. Because the wall, you can't push a wall with a coin in your own body weight. If you went up to a wall and tried to move a wall, you'd push yourself backwards. So when you try and push the coin into the wall, you shoot yourself backwards. And that level of like logic I love having in it. And it's just so cool. Another, some more examples are pewter. If you burn pewter, it increases your physical strength and resilience. If you burn tin, it increases your senses. So hearing, sight, all that stuff. And there's so many of these things, and it's all so cool. And they all have like strict rules. Like for example, pewter, it makes you really strong and have you a lot of endurance. But because you're suppressing your own body's limits and strengths, if you push yourself too far, you could just die once you stop burning pewter. Like, pewter helps you be more resilient, but it does not make you immortal. And that's, like, a thing that's happened in the books. Like, they talk about how people that have burned pewter, like, that's what they do. It is known that some of them have just died the moment they stop burning pewter because they pushed themselves too far. And... ugh. You know, that's a good question, Thomas. That's a good question. Maybe we'll do that soon, actually, because I, lost my save, so... yeesh. That's the magic element of it, Jay, is their own bodies are able to interact with the metal and burn. It's called burning it. They're not literally burning it inside of their body, but it's something that they can do chemically within themselves to use the metal for an effect. That's the fantasy element of it. There's got to be something fantastical about it. But yeah. So basically for Witch Hat, you draw magic by drawing these circles, and inside the circles there are sigils that change what the spell can do and combine them to effects. IRL spells. That's kind of Owl House-esque with the magic, it sounds like. And I love that kind of stuff. Interesting talks. I don't think I've heard of those. Yeah, another, oh my gosh, another really cool one in Mistborn. It's known as the rarest metal and the like strongest one. And again, this is stuff that you learn very quickly in the book. I'm not gonna say anything that's actually a spoiler because I would love all of you to read this book if you want to read it, because these books are so good. But the rarest metal, most powerful metal, for that only Mistborns can use, it's called adium or adium. Still, what that does is when you burn it, it lets you see into somebody else's future for by a second. It lets you see. It's basically you'll see a ghost of where they will be in 1 second, which is very, very powerful, very rare, very powerful. But the cool thing about it is that so only Mistborns can do it. And Mistborns will always try to carry adium on them because it's very powerful. And the only way to counter someone burning adium is to burn adium yourself. Because if somebody can see where you're going to be in a second, right? They'll be able to kill you no matter what, because you can't predict it. But if you can see what they're going to see in a second, and then you know that they're going to go there, so you know that, so you move it somewhere else, it causes more branches. So basically, if two Mistborns are fighting and they're both burning adium, they both see dozens and dozens of ghosts that flood their vision, because since they can both see each other's futures, they both have dozens of choices that they could make, because both of them are trying to. It's hard to explain. I can't explain it as good as the book does, but when they can both see into each other's futures, neither one of them can actually predict anything. So it basically just completely nullifies it. Yeah, it's just so cool. It's just the logic of it. That's just real world logic there. It's just so cool. It's so cool. I guess the way I'd put it is, if I was going to punch you and you could see that I was going to punch you, right? You would dodge, right? But if I could see that you were going to dodge, then I would change my punch to hit your dodge. But then you would see that I would change my punch to hit your dodge, so you dodge, and then it just does it forever, right? So basically, there is no way to see the future if we can both see each other. It's cool. I love it. It's such a simplistic system. It's like, you do this, it does this. You do this, it does this. You do this, it does this. And then beyond that, they apply all of the real world stuff to it. And it's so cool. It's so cool. If you guys like to read, please read Mistborn. Oh, it's so, so good. I've never heard of that, Tox. Never heard of it. I am. High outs. Yep. High outs, nigh outs. 100%. That was my intention there. I will be punching you all. You cannot stop me. I'd like to see you try. I love getting an email from my landlord right now on March 14th. Bundle up, winter weather ahead. It's March. Why is that? Why am I now getting this email? Why, I'm not blaming, I mean, she's right, I'm not blaming her. But still, to the universe, why is it now? I mean, I know why, but... Also, Mockingjay, I see you've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire. I see that you like it. That's good. That's good. I love that game. Very fun, very replayable. I've always wanted to make my own Slay the Spire-esque game, but it's kind of hard to do that without just kind of copying it. That's the tough thing. There's a lot of games that I love that I would love to like take my own crack at making a game in that genre. But when you love a game so much and it's your inspiration, it's really hard to make a unique twist on it that you still like. Tough balance you gotta strike. Slay the Spire is so good. I mean, it basically created the deck building roguelike genre. I mean, yeah, but Jay, where I am, it is out of the ordinary. You know, Mockingjay? If I'm ever streaming Slay the Spire 2, we can always do multiplayer as well. Just saying. Because I've been dying to try multiplayer, and I don't have friends. So, that's good. That's a tougher aspect for me. So, you know, honestly, this Fire would be a very fun. It's a fun game that I could do multiplayer with people on stream because it's not like voice chat. No worries, Thomas. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. What do I hate in books? Like in general, like what do I not like to see in them? I mean, I don't know if I could say anything in general. I feel like anything can work in a book if done well. I guess what I'll say, hello Donkey Punch, welcome. I think what I'll say is my biggest gripe in general with books is if a book takes too long to get to something that gets me hooked. For example, I tried reading Lord of the Rings. I know that Lord of the Rings is a great book, and I want to read Lord of the Rings. But I've had many people say, like, oh, just get to page 100, then it gets good. Guys, if I am not enjoying or invested in the book, I have to reread paragraphs, I zone out, and it's kind of a big ask for me to have to get to page 100 before I actually want to keep reading. And generally, honestly, that's my biggest gripe with the Lord of the Rings movies, too. I still need to watch Return of the King. I know, blasphemous. I've watched it, the two. I've not watched Return of the King. But, like, Fellowship of the Ring, it's a pretty slow movie. I'm gonna be honest. Final Fantasy written by Brandon Sanderson. Oh, really? Oh, that's sad I didn't get to finish it. That's a lot of books, though. My lord. The stupid trope when society flips and women are just better because with no actual effort to either go with greater matriarchy but genuine deconstruction of the patriarchy. Fair enough. I think that can work if we're just playing with a hypothetical, like, world, right? But if it's based in our real world and it's like, oh, it suddenly happened, yeah, I would not like that. But I'm fine with, like, fantasy worlds where that world functions in a matriarchy. I think that, I mean, if they write it fine, then I think that's totally fine, personally. But yeah, if it's something that's supposed to be based off of our real world, then yeah, that doesn't make any, it's taking out a big part of the exploration and the importance of what that would mean. Let's start a little fire. Oh, not the birch bark. Oh, crap. Well, there goes the birch bark.
Come on, little fire.
But yeah, I do see what you're saying there, Mockingjay. Oh, Mars, you're so precious. Precious baby.
Come on, little fire.
I'm trying to figure out what other books that I... Ooh, a book series that I loved, that I would like to read again, because I don't think I fully caught the final book, was Mark of the Thief. Has anybody read that trilogy? There's one that took place in like ancient Rome. Where we at on this fire? Why not? The one piece of media I've seen do matriarchy well that isn't just patriarchy with boobs is the Northern Horizon Zero Dawn. I still haven't played any Horizon games. The time does have a good explanation for why several of the country societies are matriarchies. That's good.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, because you see, my thing is, I hate seeing... I mean, this isn't anything with any specific book. I just hate seeing, I hate seeing when fantasy things are too based in reality. You know, like... I guess I don't know how to phrase that. I mean, that's probably not the best way to say what I'm trying to say. Let me think. Like, a good example, generally, is, I hate when... does not finish cooking. Frick. I thought I put enough fire in there. Maybe I just missed it. Something that I always say is...
Come on.
like most games, I don't say most. A lot of things that do aliens, the aliens are too human. You know, like they're like everything's always bipedal. They're bipedal. They have like two eyes, head. You know, like and only two arms. You know, a lot of places only do aliens. They make them very human, right? And part of the reason that I just adore StarCraft is the aliens are so goddamn awesome and unique. Like, goodness graciousness. They are amazing. Honestly, I've been kind of feeling the itch to play through StarCraft again, and I might stream it. I know that nobody would watch, but I need to share StarCraft with more of the world. Yeah, Mockingjay, yeah. Hey, I'm fine, Nighthats. I was cooking. Yeah, there's some more birch bark over here. I'm not gonna grab these rabbits. Just cause... well... No, I've got plenty of cattails. We're fine. We're fine. % of aliens are just humans with different skin color, maybe some small... Yeah, exactly, right? I don't know. Like, okay. Show of hands. Tell me here if you have or have not ever seen or heard about StarCraft alien races, because I'm about to go on a tirade and I want to know who here has seen this stuff before, because they so freaking cool. Ooh, and while you guys are telling me that, actually, I did think a thing that I hate to see, not just in books, in all fantasy, is when your fantasy world has to have the same prejudices as the real world. Like, when people insist on having, like, homophobia in, like, D&D. Why in this fantasy world where anything can, we're supposed to be having fun, why do we need to have homophobia? As in, the overarching world is generally this way, right? I know that, like even I, when I'm DMing, will put, like, pockets of prejudice and racism into certain people, but I never make my entire world based around, like, oh yeah, everyone's pretty homophobic, or everyone, like the whole thing with D&D where, like, everyone hates Dark Elves. No. Maybe I'll make a specific person hate Dark Elves because of the experience they had, but never am I going to have the entire world collectively be racist on something. With one exception, I did write a campaign with the world's setting being that elves were extremely suppressed by the ruling people. But, like, that serves a purpose. If it's not part of the story, why are we having that there? You guys haven't seen him? Okay, cool. Perfect. So, in StarCraft, there are two main alien races. So there's the Terrans, which are the humans, right? Those aren't the aliens. But the alien races, there's the Zerg and the Protoss. And they are both they're incredibly different. So each species in the game serves a different function gameplay-wise. So, like, gameplay, Zerg is all about quantity over quality. The units are so weak, but you make them in hordes. The Protoss is about quality over quantity. Their units are expensive, but they're sturdy and powerful. In Terrans, it's in between, but also their whole thing is adaptability, which is great because that's a great quality of humanity. You have to admit, humans are very good at adapting to overcome the situation. I mean, although sometimes they are stubborn to move past what gives them power. You know, like, there's obviously some downsides to the ability to adapt, but yes. You know what? Actually, I can't talk about this without pulling up a picture. I'm sorry. Hold on. So, the Zerg, their whole thing is they are a very insectoid alien species. Hold on. Very insectoid. This is one of the types of Zerg. It's a roach. Hydralisk. They're very bug-like. They have, like, hardened carapaces, like, juicy, fleshy interiors. But they're huge. These are huge creatures. Like, this thing is the size of multiple tanks. A Zergling is the smallest one. This one's, like, the size of a large dog. Right? But, like, you see, like, the wings, the, like, exoskeletons, all that stuff, like, that's what they are. And they're a hive mind. So they're all they're controlled by a brood mother or, like, the queen, stuff like that. The Protoss, and by the way, this is so cool because it's nothing like human. Like, there's nothing human about this at all. The Protoss are a bit more human. So they are bipedal, 2 arms, 2 legs, right? But they have double jointed legs, right? Which is very cool. And they don't have a mouth. The whole thing with Protoss is they are incredibly psionically potent. Their brains are very, very, very in tune with the universe, basically. So they project their voices. That's how they talk. They just project their voice and thought into the world around them. And their whole thing is they have extremely, extremely high technology. But because of that, it's not very flexible technology. Everything is very hyper-specific and purposed. They're also a very religious people. They have a lot of automated robots and stuff, shields, stuff like that. And they have a lot of different cultures and religions within them. But another thing that's really cool about them is, it's kind of hard to see here, but if you see like this, like the hair that they have here, those are, it's not actually hair. What it is they're called their nerve cords. What the Protoss created is a thing called the Khala, which I can go back to the game now too. I don't want to make you guys watch me talk about this forever. But Mars, you farted and stinky. It's a thing called the Khala. And what the Khala does is it basically creates not a hive mind, but a joined mind. So what it does is everybody who's connected to the Khala is unified with and can hear everybody else's thoughts. It's the ultimate union of brotherhood, basically, is the idea of it. I say brotherhood. It's not. What's a non-gendered version of that word? It's just a way to connect people. And they check the Discord. Okie dokie. Oh my lord. Oh, I don't like that tongue. Yeah, it's creepy. That makes me uncomfy to look at. Ew, I don't like it. It's cool though. But the thing about the siblinghood, yeah. The thing about the Khala is it also is kind of what sparks a lot of the like religious contention of the Protoss. So the Protoss in general, they believe in the Xel'Naga, which are the creators of the universe, right? So there's the High Templar, which they're the ones that believe in and worship they don't worship, but the Khala is a essential part of who they are. Being separated from the Khala is to forsake their religion, right? Oh, community, good point. Yes. And yeah, so like being connected to the Khala is a big part of who the Protoss, who the High Templar are. Then there's also the Dark Templar. The Dark Templar believe in separating themselves from the Khala and focusing more on individuality and like secrecy. Then you also have the Tal'Darim, which they worship a dark god. They're not part of the Khala. They worship a dark Xel'Naga. They're a whole thing. But like, yeah, there's like a bunch of different cultures and stuff that are very well thought out. It's just the world building. The world building is so good in StarCraft. And oh, the way that I might have lied, guys. I might need to show you a video because I've watched this cinematic so many times because of how just awesome it is. How amazing it is. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. This one. I might get copyright claimed for this, but I don't care. I'm gonna be so for real, guys. I don't care. So, this is the opening cinematic for one of the campaigns in StarCraft 2. And so you guys know, one of the things about the Khala is because everyone can see and like feel what everyone else thinks, it's part of the reason that the Protoss are about quality over quantity, and it's what makes them such potent warriors to fight against. Because unlike in like a human war, where humans have to like yell like, oh, like on my 6 or something like that, the Protoss don't need to do that. If somebody else connected to the Khala sees foes approaching from the right, all the other ones know. All the other ones know immediately there are enemies coming from the right, and they all know how to immediately, collectively make the best possible decision for the next move in combat. Every decision that is made on the battlefield, they make together as a perfectly unified union. And it's so cool. It's so cool. And now I'm going to make you watch this cinematic because it is just, God, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Hopefully it's not too loud.
The swarm brought ruin. to our world. Our proud people became refugees. And yet, they could not shatter our unity. For we are bound by the Kala, the sacred union of our every thought and emotion. Today, we retake our homeworld, and with it, our legacy.
Ugh. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. And like Rich said, Blizzard used to be so good. Blizzard used to be such a juggernaut. And now, oh, we don't talk about Blizzard now. Oh lord. We do not talk about Blizzard now. Yeah, right? Like, oh, it's so, oh, it's just, oof. Guys, you have no idea. You guys need to make me famous and a millionaire so that I can buy the rights to StarCraft and get someone to make another game for it. Because I know that's never going to happen because RTSs are just dead. As much as I cry about it every night, the RTS genre has basically died. And people don't want to play it. So they're not going to make another RTS game. But I don't even want another StarCraft specifically. I want another... Like, I don't want a continuation of the story that was told in those games. I want a new story in the same universe. But, like... guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just... The world is so rich and it's so good. And I love it so much. Like, by the way, guys, StarCraft was the game that got me into gaming. Just so that you guys know, like, I love The Long Dark, and The Long Dark is the game that I played the most. But the game that was the first game that I ever, like, really fell in love with was StarCraft 2. And to this day, I might have to say that my favorite game is probably StarCraft 2. Last Dune RTS is supposed to be really good, but I haven't ever play it. Is there a... You say latest as there's been many. How many Dune RTSs are there? Dune 2000? Is it that one? Oh, Dune Spice Wars 2023. Dune Spice Wars. That's... weird name, but I don't know much. I'm assuming that spice is like a drug of some sort. The reviews are mixed. It has been 2 hours ago. It has. Hello, Francois. Welcome in. Francois, you missed me dying on my 600-day save. I failed to realize that the tunnel in the far territories, the far range branch line, I failed to realize that that is not technically indoors. Thought it was. So I got hypothermia in my sleep. So, not my best day. Not my best day. It was not, oh my god, it was not a thirst. Oh, I know I'm being rage baited. I don't care. It was not a thirst. I did not die of thirst. You see, I'm sure that I would love any RTS. The thing with StarCraft, though, is just the world itself is so well made and so and also just because I love space. I just love space. So, the space setting, love it. I know that Dune also is space, but from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like space travel seems to be a big part of it. I could be wrong, though. I haven't watched the Dune movies. Full disclosure. I've not watched the Dune movies. Okay. So the goal now is going to be to get some tools going. So I think we're going to get to Quonset. We're going to... Hello, Stabby. Welcome in. We're going to get to Quonset. Set up our initial base. We're going to... Alright, lost my train of thought. Yeah, we're gonna go set up our initial base stuff, and then we're gonna try and get enough scrap metal to go make some tools. Also, I'd like to find a hacksaw, ideally. But I have less control over that one. Thoughts on No Man's Sky. I tried it once for about 20 minutes. And I've heard that it's gotten a lot better, so I have actually been wanting to try it again. But when I did try it, I could not play it because the graphic bloat was really bad. Too much going on screen. I could not tell what was important to look at. My monitor wasn't high enough resolution, I guess, so it looked really pixely. And this is on a laptop, and I think I did try it, so I should try it again with my better monitors now. I want to try it again. When I did try it, I did not like it. That was a couple years ago, and I've heard that it's gotten much, much better. And that it was not great on release. That's what I've heard. But the time that I did try No Man's Sky, the graphic bloat was way too much for me to look at. It gave me a headache. Guys, words can't express how much I would love a extra, I would love a room to record in. I would love, an office that I could soundproof. If to record audio, I have to throw blankets over my head. Because the sound is not great if I don't do that. Which is fine, but it gets unbelievably warm. It gets so fucking hot under that blanket after a 40-minute recording. Guys, a game that I want like actual VR support for is Subnautica. Subnautica is one of those games that says it's got VR support, but it's the quote-unquote VR support where it's just you can put on a headset, but you still need to use the mouse and keyboard for it. And maybe I'm being a snob, that's not VR. It's not virtual reality if you're just wearing a headset as your monitor. That doesn't make it virtual reality, in my opinion. I want Subnautica with like full-on controller support to play the game Subnautica. Yeah, vomit reality, honestly. Because nothing takes you out of the reality, quote unquote, than having to use a mouse and keyboard to interact and not being able to move around. In my opinion. In my opinion. Look at how rare car batteries are around here. Not exceptionally common, despite the number of cars. Matches. Pry bar. My carpal tunnel is so bad, guys. My lord. My wrist hurts. Watch the death. Looks like you were not killed by the thirst of temperature. Don't mean to rub it in. State of the fact. No, what? When I was killed by temperature. If you look, I got the hypothermia affliction pops up very briefly. I got hypothermia, and I died in my sleep from hypothermia. And the thirst wasn't helping either. But it's Stalker, so if I had... So usually indoor locations like caves, the temperature doesn't fluctuate. I thought that the tunnel counted as a cave. So I saw that I would have been warm while sleeping, thought I was fine. I slept. It got colder, I got hypothermia, the thirst also did some damage, and that together caused me to die. But if I had not gotten cold, I wouldn't have died. But yeah. It was a very sad moment. But hey, I got I got $40 out of consolation donos, so you know. Sweet donos. Everything's worth it for the sweet donos.
I'm starving.
You're fine. Trash. Okay, let's pray for a hacksaw and or a pry bar. I would love one of those things.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
This bag is getting kind of... Shut up. Pry bar or a hacksaw, please. Damn. That's all? Damn. Well... I'll try better next. I'll raise my rates for next time. I am really... Okay, I did apply for an internship. I applied for several, but I'm hoping... I know I'm not going to get any. It's just too contentious of a market, and I don't have any prior experience. Which, you know, you would think wouldn't matter for an internship, but... I don't know. People seem to like to not offer entry-level jobs to people that are in entry-level. Regardless, I hope I get the one that I applied for in Pleasanton, California, because that's very close to where I lived in California, and very close to where my all-time bestie lives, and close to my aunt, so I don't have to pay for any housing, in theory. Pretty awesome. Oh my goodness, Tox, thank you for becoming for continuing to be a member. Overconfidence is the biggest killer in most survival games. Yep, and in real life too, most survival situations. America's a fever dream. Yes. Sure is. I don't think so, Francois. Also, by the way, that internship pays $30 to $40 an hour. Which is good even in California, but for where I live, goodness gracious, that is 3 to 4 times the amount of money that I make when I work my desk attendant job in the UC. Well, no pry bar or hacksaw. I have that, please. It's just a can, but... Oh, I had a soda. Which was hiding. Okay, well... Fortunate. Drop these things. Actually, I can make stuff with that. And I'm not putting that there. That's not where I want that to go. Look it up, Elise, while understanding the near future and what employer expectations will be like. Yeah, maybe I will. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little too overwhelmed right now to want to look at how the world's changing at the moment. I know I sound very old saying that, but I don't think I'm gonna look that up right now. But I will keep that in mind. Oh, I'm just really hoping I can get an internship like that because, like I said this a bit earlier. I don't think you were here, Francois, but I am going to take a year after I graduate, or that's the plan right now. Who knows how it'll actually go? But I want to take a year after I graduate to spend time focusing on YouTube to see if I can go, if that can be just how I make my livelihood. The odds of that are low, but I would like to give it a shot, and I'm in a fortunate enough position where I can potentially give that a shot. But I would like to at least do some stuff with my degree as well. What's night? Good. So I need to finish offloading first of all.
Snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Well, it will, so don't do that. I'll put this in this room. Which one of these did I start reading? Oh, none of them. It was this one. That's right. Keep that one on me. Yeah, let's finish offloading so that we can actually get somewhere without being encumbered. Squeak. Need either of these right now. Oh, I forgot I had that. Okay, bring that with me when I go. I'm not gonna drop them now because I'll probably forget them. Let's throw. Drop some of that wood. Definitely don't need all that. Wood. There we go. Okay. Pretty good. Let's go loot one more house. I use the camera.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
Ooh. Similar state of overwhelmed until you read Steve. Yiggy's welcome to Gastown. Understood that it's not just a vibe. It's more. It's not just more vibe coding, but a shift towards more valuable use of your time. Yeah. We'll see what ends up going on. Man, my carpal tunnel hurts right now. Hurts big time, guys. I even have a carpal, like a a ergonomic mouse to help with that, and up until now, it's actually, this is the first time I've gotten a couple tunnels since I've gotten this mouse, so it has worked. But, right now, it's pain. Thunder, I mean, first of all, go to Thunder Pass. Beautiful, beautiful, amazing, best, awesome region. Love it. Oh my goodness. But, camera's nice. I like the camera, especially when you are going for a long-term run. Having the camera to just, like, take pretty pictures and decorate with, always fun. Always fun. Plus, it's better than taking a screenshot, because I will take a screenshot, it'll flood my desktop, I'll put it in a folder, and I'll look at it again. But with actually getting to, like, frame them and put them up in your world, makes it a lot more fun. Cinnamon tree box, I guess you can eat trees. Yeah, Astrid. Don't know why I went the other way. Alright, it's been 2.5 hours. Let's see. About, what, 2 o'clock? Yeah. I'll probably go for about 24 more minutes. Just because, like I said, I do have one hell of an assignment to get done. And honestly, on paper, it doesn't seem too bad, but it's for my class that I talked about last week with my teacher. Did I talk about this? I think I did. And my teacher, who I was, like, trying to get help from, and the whole time she was like, oh yeah, why is it doing that? And then, in the end, it took me showing her a quick Google search, and me being like, well, yeah, I mean, I told you that said this, and it's like, says this. And she was like, oh, in that case, do the thing you said to do that I said not to do 30 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, okay, fine then. I'm so glad I spent 30 minutes in your office for this. She just doesn't teach us how to implement what we learn. Like, she teaches us the concepts, but she doesn't teach us how to, like, implement the concepts. So, it's very frustrating, because every time I try and do an assignment for her, it ends up being hours of error solving and searching and trying to teach myself how to do it. It's annoying, but that's my afternoon today. She was nice enough to give me an extension through the day today, because this week was very rough and I did not have time. Or, not that I didn't have time, I did not... I struggled to get it done in time. Francois, don't vape. That's not good for you. Don't do that.
I need to find a place to rest.
She needs to find a place to rest. Spray paint. Oh boy. And wolves. Are there any other intact houses? I don't think there are. Yeah, they're all burned. Sag. Did I search this? No. I did not. What about this? No car batteries at all. One on the dash over there. That much luck with the trader. In this run, he's not active yet, but in the past, I mean, I think so. What are you defining as, like, what do you mean by luck with the trader? I guess I'm a little bit confused as to what you mean by that. Like, he works for me. I've still never seen the heating pads though, or hand warmers, whatever they're called. Still never gotten those as a trade offer. Which is odd, considering how many trades I've done. Hello? Boom. Oh yeah, no, I built Max Trust, got all the way through Sutherland's Tale in the last run. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Pretty simple. Just do what he wants you to do, don't flunk out on trades. Oh my gosh, that is the most off-putting way to say that, Tox. But I get that was probably on purpose. So in that case, well done. Oh, hi Moo. Are you just chirping? Being a little chirpy cat? Oh goodness. Oh my goodness, yeah. Hold the bundle up with your face. An absolute cutie freaking batootie. Sorry. I gotta boop you on the nose though, you're so cute. Love this fucking cat. My goodness. Over please. Upsies, thank you. Alrighty. You've only completed 2 trades. Curious how many trades you need to make his Max Trust. It's quite a few. Yeah, you have to do quite a few, but if you do Sutherland's Tale, by the time you're done with that, you'll basically have full trust. It's pretty easy to do if you just do the tale for him. Okay, let's see if I get food poisoning from these sardines. Hey yo. Eat the other one just in case. Cool. Let's drop this potato. Tater tomato. Drop these. That. Boom. Organize better later. Lazy right now. Let me drink first. Okay. Alrighty. Definitely don't need that at all. Actually, I could just take it to burn it. Or I could decorate with it. I'll decorate with it, even though it's useless to me. Alright, I mean... No, I can't pull off an hour. I forgot I can't read if I'm tired. Well, I guess we just pass time for an hour, then sleep. Beautiful. Bit more water. Little bit more water. Oh, I did 12 hours like an idiot. That's fine. It's not Stalker. I can't be doing that crap. Gotta eat my breakfast of 2 granola bars, a chocolate bar, and a soda. With some water. Make Mockingjay happy. Of course. Alright, let's head out to the forge. Did I ever check this? No. But it don't matter. Cut across the ice because it's faster. I'll check this fishing out while I'm at it. Yay, water, yes. Oh, Mars, you're so cute. Oh my goodness. Playing the long dark, my left hand, and giving belly rubs to my cat with my right hand. Does it get better than this? I don't think it does. It'll be so for real, guys. I don't think it does. Oh, you're just the cutest freaking patootie. These little toe beans. These pink little toe beans. So perfect. Oh, a sassy cat. The sleigh hand you got there, buddy. Oh, it's so cute. I'm going crazy. A bar, a bear. Don't need you ever. Bye bye. Is that a dead deer? Is that a wolf on a dead deer? Or is it just a dead deer? There's not just a corpse spawn there. I don't think there is. Sassafras Catio, yep. Little guy, little silly guy. Well, this is interesting. Huh.
Getting cold.
I guess this is just a corpse spawn. Well, let's make the most of it, I suppose. I'll save that for when I need it more. Tristan, oh my gosh. Add flamethrower to the long dark. Improvised flamethrower.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So
Now, I wish you could read in half hours. I don't know why you have to finish a whole hour. It's really annoying. You can craft in partial hours. Why can't you read in partial hours? So what am I saying? In real life, I know that if I don't read for a whole hour, I cease to be able to read at all. I have to read for a whole hour on the dot, or else I can't remember what I just read. Everyone knows that. It's my bad. Dumb question. %65% frozen still. Me too, Tristan. I only have one class that day. The question is, do I go to that class and then stream? Or do I just skip the class and stream once I wake up? Actually, easy answer. The episode doesn't even come out until literally the moment that class is over. So, might as well go to the class and be responsible, I suppose. 36 minutes. And then, I'm streaming that bad boy for a while. My lord. People are gonna be like, how long are we streaming for today? I'm like, I don't know, till I'm done. I'm gonna go to class, I'm gonna go to class. Do we think that embers will get that to cook? I don't really want to risk it. But I don't have anything else to put on it. Please? Yes! Easy peasy. Lemon le squeezies. Oh, where'd that bear go? Is it already over here? I was hoping to beat it to the houses over here, but due to the deer distraction, might have whiffed that opportunity. Can we expect some changes to survival mode in the next update? I don't know if it'll be in the next update. That's a good question, actually. Because they mentioned that they are probably going to bring some of the stuff to survival mode, but not all of it. I don't know if... trying to think. I hope that we'll see that stuff in the same update. I don't know if I would count on it. I'd probably assume no. Did I say that, Jay? I played episode 4 again, as a refresher. I remember episodes 1 through 3 pretty well. Actually, I also replayed 3 recently as well. I say recently, I think that was like I think that was before, like right before I started doing YouTube. Yeah, very sad, Marcel, but I do think that we'll see it soon, at least. Then again, they did say the next update would be the quality of life update, so I don't know. I don't know if... I don't know if... Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up, so I'm gonna say don't count on it. But maybe we will. I don't know. I promised? How badly are we wanting me to keep that promise? Because I don't know if I want to do that. I've got a lot going on right now. I don't think I can replay through 1 through 3 before Chapter 5 comes out. If we're really wanting me to do that, I can do my best. I can start doing that and try to get through it. But at this point, it will be difficult. I'm sorry to even float the idea of breaking said promise, but my life has taken some twists recently, so I got a lot of stuff in the brain hole causing complications. Ooh, Woltuk. Love to see it. It's better and everything, yeah. Good condition, too. Alright, about 7 more minutes of stream here, guys. Ish. Maybe we'll get close enough to the Riken that I'll want to make it there first, but as of right now, let's plan on 7-ish more minutes. Woody. Hexaw or Prybar? I mean, if all else fails, we can go... You hear something, Mars? If all else fails, we can go to Hibernia, and I have a hard time believing we would not find something in Hibernia. Pretty consistent place to find good stuff like that. But that coal was a wolf snoot for a second. About to murk me. Okay. Deep breaths, Astrid. With some Stardew after stream? That's fun. Love Stardew. It's a very, very good, cozy game. I'm very excited for the new update that's going to come out. It's going to be a while, but... I don't know, I feel like part of the reason I have a hard time sticking with Stardew as long as I used to is because I really do enjoy, like, the social aspect of Stardew and, like, talking to and learning, like, the romance path for all the characters. And because I've gotten so used to a lot of them, it kind of makes that part of the game feel a little stale. So, I'm very excited for the swap up. Like, you're not gonna find me trying to romance Clint, but yeah, I'm excited to see the new options and paths that they add for, like, in the new, like, details they're gonna add into all the social stuff. Ugh. Yawn, yawn, yawn. There's also usually a pry bar on a body in this cave. They're playing Grimshire, fun. Yeah, I remember you told me about it and I looked at it. It looks interesting. Maybe not. It might not be my type of thing, but well, maybe not my type of thing. I've got a lot of other. Full disclosure, it would be low on my priority list to try right now, but it does look very fun, interesting to. It looks interesting. I don't know what else I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness. The leg spasm there, Moo? That was crazy. Oh, now you're licking your paw. Yeah, there's the pry bar. I have no idea what you're talking about, Kristoff.
Getting a bit thirsty.
I can't tell if you're just making a joke that I'm not getting, or I don't know. I just press the PC shut off button usually. Sleepy. Couple close calls there. That's fine. Okay, I think we're gonna go to the lighthouse and then we'll call it there. 2 more minutes, or until we reach the lighthouse, which will likely be the second one because I don't see us getting there in 2 minutes. Do wish I had a travel watch so I can bring all the batteries back though, but I don't see that happening. Sound of waves is very, very calming. It's like, it's weird because it's like I'm talking about like real life especially. It's such a loud sound, but it's not an overwhelming sound. It's weird. On a rabbit, I think it is. Sure is. I'd assume that most discs have that already. Kristoff in the modern day. Hello, Mr. Wolf. I would like that rabbit for me to have. Thank you. Mine. Hee. Giggles while running away. Alrighty. Everyone start getting ready to say your tearful goodbyes, because I'm gonna loot this place and we'll be done. Candle, kitchen oats, syrup. Love it. Love it, love it. So sorry, Mockingjay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Ah, yes, the phantom box. Thank you, Rich. You take care of yourself as well. Thank you, Tox. I'm gonna try to stream a bit more over this week because I have a week of loneliness and isolation to look forward to, so I'll probably try and stream a bit. We shall see. Alrighty, that's everything. Walk back down to the front door, and we'll be done. Thank you guys all for hanging out and for watching. As always, it's very fun and an honor as always. I will have so many snowmobile rich dreams, don't worry. Alright, save real quick. And yeah, thank you guys all so much. Have a great week. If you're on your spring break, enjoy that. If not, have a good existence. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning, wherever you are. See you later, Francois. Yes, hopefully you can make it the next one. Bye, Tox. Bye, Christoph. Bye, Rich. Bye, Mockingjay. We'll drink water when we get back. It's fine. Alrighty.